What is going on, guys? Starting the day off here in the shop. Still kind of tired, but not really. I'm here to pick up the motor because I got the van mobbing today. I didn't pick it up last Friday because I had the CRX. Plus, I got to remove all the unnecessary things that I'm not going to be using on the car. And I got to snag it today just because the boys are going to SEMA tomorrow and nobody's going to be here. I think today's goal is pretty much just to get that loaded up in the car, bring it home. I'm going to do the water pump, timing belt, and whatever else I can change out. Maybe the rear main seal because transmission is not going to be on there. Probably going to get some oven cleaner again because that works out really well. The first time I used it a few videos back, cleaned it up really nicely. Picked up a tranny last night in LA. Definitely a huge shout out to Renee, man. If you're watching this, bro, I truly appreciate you hooking me up with that tranny. And I got a clutch and flywheel for it at home. I'm certain that this one's gonna have the clutch and flywheel as well, but we'll see the meat on it, and then I'll pick and choose between which one I'm gonna use to put into this car. So I just want to clarify again. I don't remember if I mentioned it in the last video. Oh, the shop is a lot cleaner. So I don't remember if I specified it in the last video. The whole plan was to put another single cam in the four-door, and then I am going to sell the four-door, build a track setup, pick up a GSR motor this weekend and swap that into the CRX to do some road racing next year up until the turbo motor said and done. So I told the guy that I was going to be in SoCal and I'll pick it up on my way home on Sunday. And when I was on my way home, he actually sold it that morning at 7 while I was still sleeping out there in Downey, California. So I did not pick up a GSR motor on the way up, and plans may change again, but I'm not sure until I get down with all the swapping and stuff to figure out what exactly it is that I'm going to do. But for sure the sedan is going to be gone, and I'm not going to be using that car for road racing, and I'm probably going to stick to the CRX as the entry-level build I'm going to be doing for track. Now let's take apart that motor. I wish. That works. So I wasn't thinking about it. Had to shift the motor around to have the intake manifold over the seat and not sticking out the door. No header. We're golden. So I just got everything loaded up in the car. Paid the man. Actually headed home right now. I was supposed to go to the junkyard because the junkyard out here, which is about 15 miles away from home, is the one that has the door caps or the lower rocker caps for the CRX that I'm missing. And I wanted to grab some clips too, but somebody hit me up just now that they were interested in my mom's car, and I know my buddy wanted to pick it up, or my friend's friend wanted to pick it up for me after SEMA, which is this week, and they're actually leaving tomorrow and they won't be back till next week. But you know, it's a first come first served basis. So this guy hit me up, he called me, he literally said, I'm a subscriber of yours. And at the same time, I'm like, how'd you get my number? But he's interested in picking up the car for me, and I'm actually on my way home now. He's local, and I am going to go show him the car, and hopefully we sell it. I mean, we just need lesser cars at that house so it doesn't look all clustered, you know. And I'm going there to meet him now. There was like a Cadillac CTS and a BMW that flew past me right now. And there's the cop. So as you guys just saw right there, that red RT, he is buying my mom's car for his co-worker, his friend that takes the bus to work every day. 500 bucks. It's gonna be sad to see it go, but you know what? I'd rather not let it sit here and rot. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna drive it around, check all the fluids, make sure everything's good, clear everything that belongs to my mom, and get it ready for him to pick it up. So that's a plus. Car drives amazing still, and it's crazy how that works after sitting for like 9 months, but we're good here. All right, so it's a new day. Continuing the cleaning of the single cam. Just came back from Walmart, picked up some brake cleaner because it's the cheapest over there. Also got some oven cleaner because I've had great results using this. I got the Import Direct water pump from O'Reilly's with the Gates timing belt. Water pump timing belt. It's got the tensioner and the gasket. So what I'm going to be doing today quickly, well for you guys quickly, for me it's going to be a couple hours. I'm going to be cleaning all the oil consumptions that's right here at the lower portion of the block. Cleaning the transmission. I'm also cleaning the shift linkage because it is really thick rubber, sticky icky stuff on there. So I'm gonna pull both of these out, put a shirt under it so that way when I rinse the water, it's gonna, you know, bring all that off the motor and not onto the floor instead. It is eating. Now, I know I'm probably going to get roasted for fucking spraying the shit out of the whole engine, but I'm not using this engine harness anyways. Clutch is coming out. I'm not sweating it. Alright guys, so this is the best I can do with the resources that I have. I'm using my fat body to block the sun so y'all can check out how much I've cleaned this short block. The head was clean before, but short block is 90% clean, I would say. There's some in like the little crevices that my brush couldn't get into, but that's good enough for me. Quickly half-assed the transmission. I wish I could have done better if I had more oven cleaner, but the transmission was already clean before. I just had some areas where I was trying to get to. The inside, this had the most grease, so I cleaned that out as much as I could, but there's a ton of grease everywhere else. Nobody's gonna know that unless you watch this video as the buyer. But I may go get another seal for this right here because this is all torn up and I have no idea why. Probably go to Honda tomorrow. The other side looks kind of beat. The shift link is just super grimy. It's like rubber-ish or something. Couldn't get it off, so scrub that as much as I can, like I stroked the fuck out of it. And a little bit cleaner. May go to the junkyard. I'm not sure, to get like the smaller stuff, maybe a stock shifter, some missing bolts and stuff like that. Other than that, motor is fairly dried up. I'm gonna roll it over, and I'm gonna be doing the water pump, timing belt, and the post mount, because this is the 92 plus and I need the one for the EF, which I have in the backyard, and I will pull that out later when I'm about to reassemble the timing cover again. Put this bastard on TDC 4, and there you have it. Lower timing cover comes off with the grommet, don't forget that. Okay, well, oh, that's what it is. It's wedged between the timing belt. So I guess take off the valve cover. I'm probably going to do that when I put this back in. Huh. Somebody has changed this before. You can tell the green is still fairly green on the tensioner. The pump was new looking until I touched it. It made it all black. $14 okay, no water, and really rusty. Somebody ran water in here instead of coolant, so that's a no-go. Alright, so son of a bitch, the dowel pins that were originally in here has been shaved off. I don't know if you guys can see that. So this is like a reman, I suppose, because the dowel pin has been shaved off, and now my dowel pin does not fit in it. Son of a biscuit. I'm gonna see if I can try to knock it out from the inside, or at least scoot it out so I can use a little bit of that as a dowel pin. But yeah, so I was able to stick an Allen wrench into the hole and slightly hammer it out. So now the dowel pin is kicking out. I had to shave off the end a little bit because of the burrs from whoever had cut it or grinded it or whatever, and it fits right on there. The dowel definitely aligns the water pump, and I noticed that this gear is a lot different than the other one. But you know what? New water pump, new time belt, and it ain't going to be in my position anymore. This should do the job. So yeah, now to put on the gasket, which comes with it right here, and I am going to be putting a nice bead of water pump thermostat housing gasket maker, gray. Obviously the scratches that are on here, I want to make sure that the gasket is going to definitely seal that if it was to ever bypass the ring. You can see right there O'Reilly's reman fucking water pump with a chip in the housing. So definitely going to dab that out and reinstall this now. You're supposed to torque this, but YOLO. You just gotta know how to use it. I'll be home for Christmas, if only for free food. Okay, so once you got the timing belt on, and these are on TDC, and this one like so. I think for DX you got to use these two lines to match to the cylinder head, and for like the SIs you use this one right here to this little arrow that's on the timing cover. These are dead on with the cylinder head. That mark that was on the crank is lined up with the lower timing cover right there. And now for tensioner, it's a lot simpler when you have the timing cover off. You pretty much, what I do is I just take like a flathead or something, and right here at the bottom of the timing cover, I don't know if you can see it, right here, this where the spring goes, it sits like that. What I'm doing is I'm putting a flathead right here in between, and I'm prying it up, right? So right here, when you tighten it up, it pulls the tensioner upward, tightening the timing belt. And what you want to do is you don't want like no more than half an inch of slack. There's the correct way of doing it by turning it like a teeth or two backward, then tightening it up. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and then reinstall pretty much everything that's on the timing inside, and that should button it up. All right, since the timing cover didn't have a bolt, I was able to just take it off fairly easy. What I forgot to do was, I've already tightened the crank bolt to like 80 pounds or something like that with the snap-on torque wrench with the pry bar on the other end to hold the flywheel. So that's nice and tight right there. What I did was I rotated the crank pulley several times until the up cycle, the full rotation, back to TDC. And these lines still lines up to the cylinder head, so timing is on point. Has a little bit of slack, not too much. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy back on, probably find two of the spacer bolt 10 mils in one of my bins, and completely seal that off. Got the post mount from my spare engine. You can clearly see the difference between the 92 plus and the EF. So that's squared up. What's up, Doc? Anyways, guys, so I'm gonna cap out this video right here. I didn't get to check the clutch. I didn't get to pull the other items that I don't need off this engine because I was too busy cleaning and talking to my uncle that just went inside. If you guys are ever wondering, the person that's working out in the background of my videos here in the garage, it's my uncle. He's ripped like Bruce Lee. Stay healthy, guys. Stay healthy. Not that. So yeah, I gotta head out to go pick up a Victor X manifold for my GSR head and knock it off my list because I have the money now. If I don't, that money might go to more food. So in the next video, I'm probably going to be you know, obviously check the clutch and all that stuff, reseal the transmission, throw the transmission on the motor with the starter, go through my box, get all the swap parts, axles and all that shenanigan, clean the engine bay, swap the motor over. A lot more to that, but I gotta get going because I am about late as fuck right now. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, just basic daily you know, stuff that I do to my cars, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.